Well, hello everyone and welcome back to this new video here on my channel. It's been a while since my last upload, and so today we have a new MOC to take a look at, and as you can see, it's yet another medieval MOC. I felt like I wanted to build something not Star Wars correlated, since our last video was about the Battle of Mandalore. And speaking about Mandalore, my girlfriend has gifted me this new set, which is the set number 75436, the Mandalorian and Grogu speeder bike, and it's a very nice set. Here we have the little Grogu and we have Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian, and the speeder has also a nice bunch of parts, and so I'm very happy about this gift. And I don't know if it's worth to maybe buy it and part it out. I have to do the math, but it could be worth actually looking into getting a few of those just to maybe resell the pieces, and of course the Din Djarin minifigure, which is the UCS version. And also, before we start with this amazing MOC, I have acquired a few new parts, both from Bricklink and from the LEGO store. A few of the parts are like these very nice fans, and also I have this little bag of helmets and plants and weapons and stuff, and some of these will be used for the Dawn of the Empire narrative campaign, which we will work on. I promise. I have to make another order of parts, especially for minifigures. I need to like create some rebel slash resistance it's not like the army, it's more like crew members. So it's guys like let me see if I can find it. I need like more of these guys to like build some crews and mechanics and stuff. And also I've come across some nice sets from 2015 which I got, and so I have a few more stormtroopers, even if they are like from the Star Wars Rebels design. We also have don't take a look at this. We have some more plants and random pieces that I was able to fit in the box very loosely. But one of the coolest things that I've got is a ton of this. It's actually like 26, something like that, 25, maybe some more. And I'm very happy about this because I got them from the LEGO store, so it was like very cheap to get a lot of them. And I also got some more 6x8 base plates, which were black this time, but still they were very cheap to buy like there in the shop. So I'd say that we can move on to the MOC itself, and it's a little outpost scene. Here we have a nice tower with lots of like masonry bricks and details, and I've used almost only the light gray bricks, except for here the entrance and under the windows, which I've placed around all the sides of the build, so you can actually see them. And we can take a look at the whole MOC here for a second before we go into the details. And I say we can start from here, from the downside. We have some terrain with some plants here, and this, I will say forever, are one of my favorite plants to work right now. I like their shape, and also olive green is one of my favorite colors. So I am getting more of them. I actually got like 10 to 15 more in my latest Bricklink order, because again, I really like how they work in creating like shapes and textures, and they can also like go one over the other, like here, and create interesting shadows in on the terrain that is under them. So here we have a little pathway that goes like around the tower, and then I used again the brown and dark brown pieces to like showcase it continues here this way and goes away from this outpost. And as you can see, here we have some different pieces I used like to create a pathway, but made with stone tiles. So we have both the ingots and the rounded 1x2 plates, which I use mostly for the texture of the terrain, and also here to create a little staircase that leads to this little structure. It's like half destroyed, half still in building, but the guards of the Lion Kingdom still were able to fit some weapons and crates in there. There's also a bucket, and we have another here, which are like little elements that give more life to the MOC. Also here we have one of the archers, which is looking away with, like, it's not a binocular, but I actually don't remember the right word. So I will look it up like right now. Oh, which is a telescope, right? So it's using a telescope to look away, and I used the like light bluish transparent stud to create the glass lens that goes over that. And here we have one of my custom minifigures, which is the CMF Sorcerer minifigure, which I upgraded with like the warlock, the undead warlock cape and this little purse, a walking stick, a magic staff maybe, and I gave her this hood piece, which I think it fits very well with the cloth parts that I used, because they are the same color and so they work very well together. Moving on, here we have like the elf bard singing a song while they are going into their journey. And here we have another one of my custom minifigures, which is just a easy head and weapon swap, but it's like a dragon paladin, but it's a tiefling who joined the order of these paladins. I actually have another one of them, which is like the original dragon, and I have lots of these minifigures. Like I have 4 of these elf bards, but like the other 3 are still sealed, and I have another of that one, which is still the original tiefling. I actually have like at least 2 more of them, because like here we have one of the heads, and I have the other ones are, I will use them for my Star Wars MOCs to create like some aliens for the rebellion maybe, which I think will be very cool to see. I always like to create my own minifigures and like use them. And here then we have the only, like one of the minifigures that I have not modified in any way, which is, I think it's the Aarakocra Ranger maybe, I think. So anyway, it's flying since he has wings, and he leads his mates. He will go on to scout the way for them and eliminate maybe the enemies that are on their way. Moving on, we have some soldiers guarding the tower. Here we have another, it's like a tiefling archer, but right now you cannot see his horns because they are hidden under his helmet, which it's like the same as the other one. It's like this right here is the kettle helm, I think it's called, and I gave it to him. And if you're asking why I gave my archers the kettle helm instead maybe of the linemen, it's because I thought about like the visor that the kettle helm has, and maybe it could provide some cover from the sunlight when they are shooting at their enemies. So if they are not blinded by the sun, they can actually aim better and shoot and like strike more accurately. So if we turn around here, we have this little plant here, which I actually just added to the MOC to like create a bit more color. It's like the only element in the MOC that has like this blue, except for the bard shirt or gilet. Is that a gilet? I don't know. So it creates a bit of contrast, and it claims like the attention of the viewer, which then can shift. Like if you take a look from around here, one of the first things you will see is clearly the tower, but then if you look like here, you can see this colorful plant which is distant from all the other elements in the MOC, because I've used lots of nougat and brown and olive green, so this blue is like it's different and it takes the attention, and then it shifts all over our heroes that are going into the MOC. And here in this MOC we have like 8 minifigures, which it's quite some. It's not a lot. I think in the Mandalore MOC I have like 10, maybe even 12, because there are flying Mandalorians and stuff, and also flying commandos, even though it's a smaller MOC. And this is, I think, also taller than the other one, but it's just because we've been able to create like more height with this tower. If we go around here, you can still see the terrain that goes around the mountain. I used some dark and light sand green. No, we have like it's sand green, and we have like dark and light tan. And I've used quite a lot of masonry bricks to create the tower, and also we have some of those pieces that create like a ruined wall theme that goes all around our tower. And as if you can see here, there's a little piece that is missing in the angle of the tower. And if we go around here, don't place great attention to this gray area around here. It's I finished like my other nougat pieces, and also my original plan was like to create some kind of mountain, but I remember halfway through this build when I had to start working on the mountain, because I've already finished the tower and the front area, that all my like mountain piece and rock pieces are in the Mandalore MOC, so I didn't have them. Also here I've used these palisade bricks to create a palisade, which was needed to like level out the terrain and create a foundation to then build up this thing. So imagine that they came here, they planted all these logs and created these palisades, and then they filled up the inside with like dirt and rocks and created the foundation to then build this thing up. But of course we are losing some of the wooden pieces, because wood is organic matter, and so it's going down. And also you can see we have some pieces of the palisade going on here, and they still give the effect of a man-made like terrain work. One of the other details that I like about this MOC is the roof of this little tower. We have this little red dragon and the garden, then we have like these red flags, the red and golden flags of the Lion Empire. And then here I used all of these rounded pieces to create like the border of the tower. Maybe it's a little too short compared to the minifigure. It could very well fall off if it wasn't paying attention, but still I like how it turned out. And also the pavement I've made here on the tower, it looks quite nice. It's very part expensive to make a pavement like that, but now just imagine a whole road built like that. I think it will be really, really amazing, and I think I will do something like that some days. Of course they will need like hundreds of these little pieces, but I'm already seeing the final effect in my mind, and I think it's worth the expense. Also, they are quite cheap to get, these pieces. Like I got 50 of these ingot pieces and almost 50 of these rounded tile pieces, so they are not very expensive. And what else? We will probably see. You will probably see some other photos of this MOC here on my Instagram and TikTok. Maybe even in the community page here on YouTube. Because I have to like remodel it a bit and add some things. Because I want to use it for like as a set to create some photos for my Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and I have to use some other minifigures and stuff. So I also wanted to add, like again, this plant piece in the MOC, which is from the other one that I made, and maybe I want to attach it like here, but I felt like it was too much for this tower. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. I think it was a bit too much. But yeah, that's it, I think, for this video. I showed you everything about this MOC. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you liked it. And let me know if you want to see something similar in the future or something different. I have also made another little Star Wars MOC, which is like an upgraded version of this set right here from 2015. So if you want to see that, also let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. I hope you will have a great day, and I will see you in the next video, guys.